We'll do it again on Wednesday. See you then.
Join Graham Sinclair and the team at Gone Fishing as they bring you great stories, fishing tips and beautiful scenery. Gone Fishing, Friday night at 8:30, right here on CTV.
There's only one lingerie shop in Christchurch, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to be coming to, and that, of course, is Lingerie on Barrington, and open 7 days a week. Gay, lovely to be here with you.
Oh, isn't it nice? We've got some lovely things to show you today.
I'm so excited.
We've been waiting, ladies, as you know. I told you our stock was late. Well, I've had a wonderful drop, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of the things that you've been asking for.
Okay.
Here we have this, you ladies out there who worn model, look at this range, Jude. We've got a sleeveless. Now this has got a wee shelf inside it too, so it just gives you the extra.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
It has two.
And
very
then
nice.
there's a short sleeve one.
What a beautiful pattern.
And this the jammies. With the 3/4
love
pants.
them.
So if you're short like me, they're almost like longs on you.
I love it. Gorgeous.
And they've put a wee robe in. I mean, now that robe you could wear with anything, but
course
it's
you
that
can.
wonderful modal, which is not synthetic, it's actually a natural fibre and it breathes.
Beautiful. Just what we... Oh, look at these aquas coming up.
Talking about breathable fabrics, cotton. Cotton, cotton, cotton. Lovely colours, you know, all these citrusy colours are coming through.
Beautiful.
That's the wee PJ and the lovely wee cotton nightie with the little placket front.
And the little frill on the
Yes.
bottom. So gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
Love
We've
them.
got another one here. This is probably a little of the more mature lady, but we've got 2 styles of nighties, and that is a brunch coat. So
That's
absolutely
beautiful.
those beautiful china blue colours.
Isn't it fresh?
Oh, it's I'm a real sucker for that colour.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Seersucker,
Classic.
PJs,
Oh, wow.
and nighties, cotton, no ironing, easy care. So if you're going away, during the winter, our winter,
Yes.
you want cotton. And another beautiful little one, it is very fine cotton.
Oh, it is. Gosh, that's fine.
Now the pyjama I've also got in white, so if you like white jammies,
We have it in white as well.
here's a bit of a lovely robe. We've teamed it up with a lovely, gorgeous little nightie.
Oh, how pretty is that?
Is that pretty, isn't
Look
it?
at the detailing. Yes, little keyhole.
Now I have got lots of what I would call classic
that's
nighties.
light.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't
Yes. Look, come in now,
Oh, look at that
because
colour.
we have got such a beautiful range here, and we go up to 2XL. So this is just a wee smattering, Jude, and I really
Beautiful colours, Gay.
classics. Look, come in and see us. Now, don't forget. Oh, by the way, if there's anybody out there who would like some part-time work, up to 20 hours, who knows how to fit a bra, come and see me or give me a call.
Lingerie on Barrington. They're in Barrington Shopping Centre, right next to the supermarket exit, and open 7 days a week. Well, I'm joined by Gary from Acorn Models here on Manchester Street. Now, don't forget, they do have these great gift cards. They can be made out to any value as well. Great idea, and they're valid for 12 months.
And going really well, yes. So they're new,
Fantastic.
and it's a new concept for us with the new gift cards. So
Oh, they look really smart.
yeah, so-
But look, we're going into school holiday time, and great time for parents to be squirreling away for Christmas.
just next week, and for the school holidays.
I know.
And I think someone said it's less than 100 days now to the other big holidays.
Oh,
so there we go. So
don't. I'm loving these here. Look for the young ones with the cars. Aren't they just gorgeous? Neon Lightning McQueen. And look at this one here. I mean,
Really nice set.
that's a stunning set. Look at the cars in the bottom of that. Absolutely glorious, isn't it?
And we get all of that for $125. So that's the set, it's the track,
Brilliant.
controllers, cars,
Look at it all.
everything you would wish for.
13.77 foot, 4.2 metre track, and your cars, everything included.
And they
in all
run
that.
off the electricity, not even batteries.
Is that right?
There we go, you see.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it gets better by the minute.
We move
Here
on to the
go.
Evolution series. These are the larger cars, and we can see from perhaps the screen there that the cars are larger than those smaller ones. And
Yes.
so something to progress up to, and it's the bigger DTM set.
Gosh, that's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yep.
Goodness
Once
me.
again, the sets are all complete with the hand controllers, the power supply, plenty of track and spare parts if you need them.
This one's nice, the turbo booster.
Yes, this goes back to the small scale again, the same as the Disney Pixar ones, and just another excellent set with a lot of track.
Absolutely. I like the
11.
turbo booster on that as well.
There we go.
$99. Blooming brilliant. Now, what are these here for? These are
Spare
extra
track.
tracks? Spare tracks, extra
track, yep.
Yeah, fantastic. All right.
Yes,
And I like these. These are really good for the school holidays for the kids to get stuck in and start building.
Can't go school holidays without some.
No. I think it's a
plastic kit
lovely
sets and
idea. Yeah, look
once
at that.
again, yeah.
It
So it's a
te-
kit set. Sorry.
It teaches the children so much, doesn't it? You know, it's the
Instructions.
discipline, following instructions, absolutely, and the skill of being able to do it, motor skills. Beautiful idea.
And those kits come with the glue and the paints and paintbrush and everything in there. And we've got some helicopters here, and there's plenty of selection. Then we've got the small Tamiya Juniors. I think we talked about these last time you were in.
We did. Now, these are very popular, are they not, Gary?
Oh, are they? Are they ever? So 2 little batteries and away we go. And good range in there at the moment.
And of course, like I said, don't forget, at Acorn Models now, you can get the gift card to any amount of money that you want. Acorn Models, you find them at 37 Manchester Street. They're only closed on a Sunday.
I'm now joined by George from A1 Movers here in Horswell. George, great to be with you.
Good to be part of the team, Jude.
Yeah, I like it. I
Welcome.
could muck in quite easily here. I'd hate to tell you how many times I've moved, George.
Yeah.
Tell me, what can A1 Movers do for Cantabs within moving?
Well, we can look after them as if it was our own furniture. So, we take care of it. We just want to. We're there to please the customer.
Yeah, sure.
And if there's any special requirements, we're happy to do those requests.
The fact that you did actually have your big van here completely remodified for the safety and of clients' furniture, that to me speaks absolute volumes. I mean, you had an engineer in here doing all this work and putting all this in here for you, and then all this thick carpet padding around it.
That's right.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's just something that it just carries right through our company.
Yes.
We're quite serious. We're very serious about looking after your treasured possessions. You know.
Sure.
You've worked hard all your life, and you've got all this nice stuff around you. You want to keep it that way. So we don't want to be the ones that
Mess it up for
bring
them.
the house down.
I wouldn't want to be that person either.
No,
I probably would. I'm very clumsy.
Yeah.
George, any job too big or too small for you?
No. The thing I want to add too is whether it's small or big, people get under pressure. It's a stress time when it's moving.
Sure.
And we want to be, we like to think of ourselves as just being relaxed with the customer.
Yeah.
We just do what you want.
You can take that huge amount of pressure off them.
Yep.
By knowing that the job is being done professionally and properly.
That's right.
It's Christchurch owned and operated by yourself.
Yeah, by myself. I'm there on the job. I will be there. I'm the driver of the truck. I have my offsider with me, maybe 2 or 3 others as well for the big jobs.
Yes.
And I just make sure the job gets done the way I want it done. And,
That's a huge difference. I mean, let's be honest, how many owner-operators would be out there running their own businesses like that? The majority would just have people in place, and do you know what I mean? Que sera, sera.
Yeah, that's right. It's a hard job, but you know, I've got plenty of trusty guys around me to help me out. So
yeah, nice, fantastic.
Yeah.
Look, if you're on the move, make sure, no matter how big or small, make sure you give George a call at A1 Movers.
A1 Movers, 82 Milnes Road out at Horsville, 322 4404.
We're now talking to an absolutely delightful lady by the name of Mary Houghton. Now, Mary Houghton is a travel broker.
Broker, that's correct.
And your business is Just Cruising.
That's correct, yes.
Because it's just cruising that you deal in?
Mainly, about 80% of the bookings I actually do actually involve a cruise component, whether it be ocean going or river cruising.
Okay. Now, river cruising's become quite fashionable. We'll sit and have a really good chat about that, and let's also really discuss all about the ocean going as well, because they're big components, aren't they?
Very much so.
But Mary, today I think we'd all like to get to know a little bit about you, your qualifications and the things that you can actually do for us.
Excellent. Well, I have been a travel agent for 30 years.
Gosh, you only look 35.
Oh, that's lovely. And since 2007, I've worked for a company actually reaping for cruise lines. I've actually done over 50 cruises myself. And over 50
cruises?
Yes.
I suppose you don't know until you go on it.
Passion.
Oh my God, it must be.
And I'm actually a clear accredited cruise master. That is actually means Cruise Line International Association Cruise Master, and there's only 2 south of Nelson.
Goodness
For that, I've had to do quite a lot of training, and it's ongoing training. Part of that is making sure I'm still cruising and keeping up to date on everything.
You're a cruising lady. If you've done over 50 cruises, she is cruising right up there, I'd say.
And just love it.
Oh, gosh, how amazing. So if this has been something somebody's been thinking about, you would be the one-stop shop to come to?
Definitely.
To come to, or will you go to, where do you...
I'm mobile, so happy for people to come to me or...
Brilliant.
To come to them, or a lot of people like to meet at a cafe or otherwise in a wine bar. So whatever suits.
Oh, and you can take all the literature there for them and start the ball rolling with their requirements. What are some of the most frequently asked questions?
Where's the best place to cruise?
Yeah.
Where to be situated on the ship.
Good one, yes, yes, because I'm sure those things are quite important.
Very important, and also what stateroom should I go for? What's an inside stateroom like? What's an ocean view, balcony, suite? It's interesting to know that the suites always sell first. So,
is that right?
Yeah, so... It's quite interesting.
And see, it's so important to get the whiz from somebody who knows it inside out. And after 50 odd cruises, you quite clearly do, Mary. I look forward to chatting with you again and putting more of your word out there as far as cruises go. Make sure you contact Mary Houghton. Just Cruising. Now, I know that's got you interested. 3770707. And we're at Park Avenue Fashions again here, just on the very first part of Lincoln Road, right down by Hagley Park. And of course, parking is just a couple of doors up right next to the railway station there. Railway lines, not station. Sonia, we're talking some beautiful classic pieces here today.
I was thinking we'd concentrate a little bit on what you could wear to the races.
Nice.
This is quite a cool gold dress. It's just come in. It's the sort of thing that you could put any of the black accessories with it. Or you could actually even put some silvers and bring out the silver.
Yeah, you could. Absolutely stunning.
This dress here is good for mother of the bride or a guest at a wedding. And again, it's the new platinum colour. So again, you can put your silvers with that, your black. Blacks tend to dull it down a wee bit where the silver lightens it up. So probably for summer weddings, your silver. But for perhaps a guest, you could go your black way.
What an absolutely stunning this one here
Isn't that cool?
With just that little touch of black on it.
It just gives you that you could put black shoes, a black bag with that quite easily.
Just gives you that lovely option.
So even this dress here could even go into your pinks.
Absolutely, because it's really quite neutral, isn't it?
Very neutral.
This one here, size range in both of these dresses or in all of your stock?
No, we go from 6 to 24, but I only ever buy two dresses the same. Because so you're not going to go everywhere and see everyone in the same outfit.
Oh, what a fabulous idea. And also this is very important with your hats for you as well. This is a huge mission for you purchasing all these hats.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
It is a huge mission, I know it is. Look at this. How incredibly elegant.
Black and white's quite strong again this year. It's always very strong. Black itself and orange and red.
Coming through really quite strong colours.
Coming through quite strong.
Love this little handbag.
Aqua turquoise kind of colours.
Beautiful.
Nice fresh colours.
Oh, nice. And it's lovely. And of course, you do have sort of like the beautiful little cocktail dresses here, suitable for the younger ones to be going to the races in.
Absolutely.
Or weddings or the likes of, and a little bit more formal over onto the other wall. Now, also talking about formal, what have we got through here?
We have our school ball outfits and bridesmaids and long dresses for a lot of people now are wearing long dresses to weddings.
Right. Oh, lovely idea.
Mothers of the bride.
Yeah, very nice. And I suppose some of these are actually even very suitable for a bride to wear herself.
Yes. Yeah, second time bride or first time bride.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Park Avenue Fashions, you'll find them at 363 Lincoln Road in Addington. Now, we all know that these have their place. However, we're talking my men's store. So these are the quality, remember, that your mother told you to purchase. Look at these. Now, chaps, Cup Day's coming up. It's always so lovely to have one of these in your jacket pocket. Mr. Morton will tell you that every time. Full of class ears. Look at these. Absolutely beautiful. And ladies, nothing nicer than the classic white, even down into all these beautiful soft colours. Stunning. Don't forget the socks here as well. Absolutely stunners. I mean, socks can be so jolly expensive. They've got everything right through from the outdoor sock right through to the beautiful merino. Jeff, what have you found over there, hun?
Gee, I've been rummaging around in Barry's racks and I come up high. What about this for a shirt? $9. God, what a deal. Absolutely fabulous. $9. You want to spend a bit more? Look what you get for $16.
Oh, $16.
$16.
I like that one.
Look at that short sleeve, $16 for that one. Double pockets, nice collar on it, and then very classic. Barry can buy them. Boy, he buys some good shirts.
He can.
$9 and $16.
I'll tell you what, he's got stock that nobody else has got.
I know he has. It's
stock
quite unique.
Oh, he's very unique. Now, also, do you think that we should tell people that, look, there's 1,000 shirts here. They started at $9 and they go right through. He wants to clear all of these shirts out as well.
You know why he wants to clear them? Because there's 2,000 more fresh ones waiting to come in.
Oh, I love it.
Look at that for a
Grab
range,
yourself a
mate.
bargain. I know, look at the size range. He's always so generous. These ones actually go right through to 5XL. It's not just for the little skinny chaps in here, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Age irrelevant
The
as well.
ranges are fabulous.
Absolutely.
And the styles,
Yeah.
of course the stripes. I love this. $27.
$27. That's just ridiculous. And checks. There's checks and checks everywhere at the moment. Look at that beautiful Rembrandt shirt. $77. Beautiful finishing on these. Now, there's some gorgeous ones through from the States and the UK as well. In fact, he's normally got a lot of these up here.
I know.
I would get...
I reckon he's keeping the best.
I do too. I think he's brought it all down and slotted it all in, quite honestly. Jeff, pick me out another one. Oh, yeah, that's
look at
nice.
that. Went straight to that. Look at the finishing on that.
Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
What are we paying? 106.
Oh.
But anywhere else, you're looking at 200 or more.
And look at this one here as well. Isn't this delicious? Look at the trim on the... Guys, make sure you come on in. If you've got weddings, functions, you just need some really upbeat shirts for work,
Of course,
Jeff.
you can wear these for work
And
under the
Cup
suit.
Day
It looks
coming up.
fabulous.
Yeah, with all the races coming up as well. Make sure you come in here first, because I guarantee you will get it at a fraction of the price that you'll find it anywhere else. Also, service. The service is just absolutely second to none. Look at that for a gorgeous work shirt.
And the other thing, just to remind people, Jude, parking, north, south, east and west. And not only that, the matrimonial refund policy. If you stuff up, Barry will give you your money back.
I love it. My Men's Store, Shop 11 Bishopdale Village Mall, 021 330 154. Brands you want at prices you want. Best chai lattes in town. Of course, I'm at Bun Runner with Jeanette. Jeanette, lovely to be here with you.
Oh, Jude, it's always lovely to have you here.
Darling, we're going to have a little chatty about some beautiful loose tea that you serve here. And of course, it's always put into beautiful fine china cups as well.
Yeah.
Suitable at any time of day.
Absolutely. And there's nothing nicer than a good cup of tea in a nice china cup.
I totally agree with you. I'm a bit of a tea tummy. Myself. I can have beautiful tea in a fine china cup with a really good grunty cooked breakfast, which you do here, of course.
We do.
Right through to a lovely light lunch of maybe these beautiful sandwiches, filled sandwiches here, right through to afternoon tea.
Yep. All day long.
Beautiful. Tell me what's in the sandwiches, Jeanette. They look
Well,
delicious.
that one is, it's got ham, it's got lettuce, tomato, and we make a mixture up. Well, Reg the Great makes a mixture up
future
of...
husband.
Yes. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes.
He makes a mix-up every morning of mashed egg, spring onion and carrot, grated carrot with our homemade mayonnaise, and that lines the sandwiches and all our rolls, and it's just beautiful.
Absolutely perfect. And of course you've actually got some really lovely delights in your cabinet as well. If people are wanting just a little simple sweet something to have to finish
We've got
off.
it. Yeah, we've got it.
I also like the way that you have your takeaway biscuits. Do you want to jump up and grab some of those, Jeanette?
Certainly, Jude. I couldn't say no to you.
What have you got up there, Jeanette?
Oh, look, we've got, well, to start with, Power Bar. It used to be protein balls.
I was going to say, wasn't that in the balls?
Remember, don't chew up your arms, eat your balls.
That's what I always said, wasn't it? Make sure you've got some balls in your car because you never know when you need to chew on one. Absolutely. Super fruit power bars.
Now look, we've got Afghans, really old-fashioned, just your old-fashioned Edmonds recipe.
And they will be local walnuts.
Absolutely, yes. Anzacs, South Island rolled oats.
Lovely.
Chocolate
Look, if you're off to visit somebody,
sultana,
what a lovely little present. Just
coconut macaroon, gluten-free, those are beautiful.
Oh
and
my gosh,
they're all old-fashioned biscuits.
Yeah, I know.
Tried and true.
They're always the best.
They are. And they're in our DNA, those flavours.
Yeah, they are in our
They
DNA.
certainly are.
Love it. What a great little thing just to have in the glove compartment, in the drawer of your desk, or the counter at work.
Too right.
Wherever it is you're working.
Yep.
Great, just to be able to have a little nibble on.
That's right.
As we were saying, to be able to come in and have something with a beautiful loose cup of tea. Bun Runners Cafe and Catering. You'll find them on the corner of Chewham and Fitzgerald Avenue, open Monday to Friday. Hi and welcome, I'm Jude Kirk and you're watching Let's Go Shopping. First up today, we have Venlarie. Jamie, lovely to have you here with us.
Great to be in again.
Now, you have got some incredible specials.
It is, we have. We've got some specials to end the winter off and also introduce you into some nice summer product as well. For instance, we've got this range here. This is a backing material. Now we've got these two colours here. One's white and one's an ivory colour.
Yes.
These are what's called a 5-pass block out. So that's the best block out material you can get. Goes on in the back of curtains. You can use it as a curtain itself. Well, it's great to put a sheer up over the top of.
To do that double track is just beautiful with this.
Yep.
Let's just have a look at this as well.
50% off.
What?
On those two colours only. We've got stock. It's limited time. So be quick. We've got limited stock. 50% off of that. But look at this.
This is just magnificent.
This is a new range of shears that we've got coming through, which has got a huge range. Look at what this does here. It gives you the block out. You can put it on a double track, have the block out for the night time and the warmth and everything else. And during the day, you've got the privacy of the shear, which we can put in a whole range of different types of pleat finishes and everything.
Beautiful.
Good range of colours, good range of styles. More than 50% off some of the colours of these shears here.
Good gosh.
I mean, these are an introductory offer. Look at the ivory on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
Just stunning. There's planes as well. I mean, look at that for a lovely textured plane.
Oh,
Jude,
look at that. Hang on, let me flick that one back over to here.
Stunning. I mean,
see, and that's beautiful. It looks so dreamy when you've got your back
the backing pulled back and you've just got that. Look at it.
Yeah, just stunning. Over 50% off on this particular range here. Very limited stock. It's 3 metres wide, so it's a continuous width. So that means you get no joins in the windows.
Beautiful.
So it just hangs gorgeously. Beautiful. Less than $20 a metre for 3 metre wide fabric of this quality it's just unheard of.
And that's for this as well, Jamie?
That is indeed, yep.
Good God, take it from me. That's one hell of a buy.
Great buying, a limited time. We've got a full range of curtains, full range of blinds. We'll come to you with the samples, in-house service. We'll quote on the spot. Give us a call. We'll gladly come and see you.
Look, Jamie, honestly, I know what you did for my mumsy, and for myself, and it has just been incredible. I would not be able to go back to single track anymore. Having that double track of the privacy of these absolutely magnificent foils in the front, then being able to pull your backing, blackout, thermal, across at night time. And I mean, that just feels a dream in itself.
Gorgeous quality fabric. I mean,
aren't they beautiful?
It's priced well, but it's quality. It's going to last.
God, I tell you what, it would pay you to take advantage of this, because this is one hell of a deal. Seriously, curtaining can be so expensive.
Yep.
You can put this style into any room, whether it be a bedroom, your lounge, anywhere.
It can look gorgeous. It's a delicate look. You can make it look not too feminine. You can make it look a bit manly. We can change it around accordingly.
Absolutely. Just give Jamie a call. Venlery Canterbury, you can contact Jamie with his mobile van service, brilliant service, on 3654 666. That's 3654 666. I'm joined by Jan out here at Jan Craft Boutique out at Rolleston. You've got to come on out there. Look, now, Jan has all these beautiful cards that she has on display here. The display things that are already made up are not for sale, but it's to give you an idea of what you can be doing exactly for yourself at home. Now, this is the die cast that's made that shape. Look how that all sits up and out. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that look gorgeous? And look what Jan's done on this one here. She's embossed the paper with, what's the name of the machine, Jan?
The Sullivan's Easy Cut machine.
Sullivan's Easy Cut, and you just roll it through, Jan,
That's
don't
right.
you? And look, and then she's added the pearls onto the little lifted pieces.
And anybody that has a cuttlebug, this whole stand is perfect for the cuttlebug.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Look at this one here. These have all been used. These are all the sorts of little things that Jan's got in here. Sorry, my darling, I'm holding on to them.
That's this one here.
That's that one there, is it?
Yes.
That's that little one there. Jan has got a whole stand of them here, and look, I'll have to show you my favourite here. It would have to be this beautiful Wedgwood blue. Isn't that stunning? With the flower, and then the decals down the side as well. Look, you can do all of this here yourself, and Jan Craft. Now, there we go. You go and have a little look around, and Jan and I can have a little chat. Jan, what are your hours out here?
10 a.m. to 4.
10 a.m. till 4? How many days a week?
6 days a week, Monday to Saturday.
Closed
on Sunday.
What a great idea for people to come on out here and have a really good rummage. Look, a lot of people are looking for different art, craft activities, aren't they, as well? What a beautiful one to start off with. I really love the way that you've actually got so many different displays here to show people what can actually be done. The other thing I love about it, it's not expensive, Jan.
No.
You have not got overinflated prices here. It's all very realistic for people to be doing. Look at all these things here. I mean,
you see, not everybody wants to do scrapbooking. Not everybody wants to make cards.
No, of course.
For example, you can see the paint by numbers, masses of them, you see, all over the place. I've got a huge range of American paint by numbers.
They're glorious too, aren't they?
And
really
men,
nice activity to sit down and do.
to buy them.
Oh, do they really?
They do. Like, for example, the train.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. Look at that, paint by numbers. Nice way of doing it, to be able to get a really beautiful piece, I suppose.
Yes.
And you're kind of being guided as you're going along with it, aren't you? Look at all these gorgeous stickers that you've got here.
Now, these are English and they're beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Monday through to Saturday, make sure you come on out here to Jan Craft. Jan Craft Boutique. You'll find Jan at 39 Brookside Road in Rolleston. Open Monday to Saturday, 10 till 4, 3479 298.
how's it going? Scotty Bamford here, host of the new show called Rural New Zealand, where we go check out cool stuff like this out in the wilderness. So be sure to tune in, 7:30 Fridays.
Undergone home renovations? Looking for that special something to complete a room? Look no further than the Hitching Post. Their extensive range ensures you can find that special something. From plasma cut metalwork to candles, artwork, weather vanes, or even a customised gate. So come on down to the Hitching Post, 722 Marshland Road.
You know, once you move, the camera is moving.
Our healthcare system is excellent.
Abysses and whole new perspectives open up.
His Majesty the Sultan has liberated us women.
A land of sons of the desert and brides of the wind.
In fact, it's very good advantage when it's really cold, the hijab, you can't feel the cold in the hair.
We encounter skittish camels.
She thinks your microphone's a fox.
And gentle bikers.
Biking is the ultimate, really.
Our first task is to let out some air. We're all meeting at the tire service at 3 in the afternoon. We have to reduce our tire pressure from 35 to 23 for our trip to the tourist camp. Otherwise, the friendly drivers won't make headway in the sand. The town of Badia is the gateway to the Sharqiya sands. "80% of Oman is covered in desert. Sharqiya Sands is the most famous desert region because it's very tourist-friendly.
And you were stuck there.
Thanks in part to Rashid, who opened the first tent camp here 20 years ago. He's a real son of the desert and camel whisperer, even though they don't always whisper back.
Oh!
Doesn't want to talk to you, apparently.
No, she didn't like the car, might be.
What did you tell her?
Then I come close. Oh, like when you went to offer the camel the water, and this sound they like to hear because it will be like a water for them. Oh.
Most of Rashid's visitors are Germans, and today it's a German television team.
And today, you know, from Al-Wasl to the camp, long time where there was no car in the desert, by camel will need 1 day to reach there. And the people take their time. Today, we have the car, and we will not have time. All the time is running.
But time stands still in Rashid's nomad desert camp. Palm huts and pit latrines, a canopy of stars instead of a roof. And the bread is baked in the Bedouin fashion, without an oven. You have to put on a bit of a show, says Rashid's father, Mohammed.
The people love the sand here because it's so fine. And they love the peace in our camp.
And there's another reason, but we'll only find out about that later. But first, we leave the desert for water. At the other end of the country, we head right into the sunrise, and into a highly dramatic chapter in Earth's history. Powerful forces squashed and crumbled rocks like paper, piling them into mountains. Next to them, humans are small and insignificant. This is what it looks like in Musandam. This is an exclave in the far north, opposite Iran. Because of its fjords, it's also known as the Norway of Arabia. Reindeer, though, have never been seen in Kasab, the provincial capital. Goats, yes. This place has 20,000 residents and is a popular destination for cruise ships and day trippers from Dubai who want to see something different from skyscrapers and shopping malls. In the first furniture shop on the square, salesman Khalid has very different things in mind than sofas and cupboards. He sells 2 or 3 of those a week. He can't make much money with that. He and many others here make a lot of money in another way. Everybody knows what Khalid deals in and with whom he does business. And everyone also knows what kind of cargo ships are docked off the desert coast and where the many speedboats come from. But the authorities forbid us to film what happens in Kasab Harbor. Things like that make us even more curious. We'll come back later. A 1,000 kilometers to the south, the fishermen have their hands full in the Arabian Sea. Sardines perform their great migration every autumn, and since whales, sharks, and tuna hunt them in the open ocean, the swarms come very close to the coast, swimming right in front of the men's feet.
Southern Newsweek is an Otago-based news bulletin. Watch this every week to stay in touch with what's happening in and around your community. Stay in the know with Southern Newsweek.
Business insurance can be complicated, so you need to talk to someone you can trust. Cartwrights have been supporting businesses for over 30 years. No matter what your industry, a personalised insurance package can be tailored for you, covering a wide range of insurance options for both businesses and individuals. Protect your business and make the smart decision. Because at the end of the day, Cartwrights are there to help.
Your premier entertainment destination, Christchurch Casino.
Don't let the gangs run wild with your valuables. Ride with A1 Movers, the business that promises a professional job every time. Whether you need on-site storage, long-term solutions, or just moving things from A to B, A1 has you covered. With expert wrapping and insurance options, your possessions are always kept safe. A1 Movers is your careful, caring moving company.
Take a Break showcases some of the best that the South Island has to offer. From fun-filled adventures, great places to eat and stay, and of course beautiful scenic landscapes. Take a break, don't miss it.
This is the coast of Salalah on the Arabian Sea. This region is a veritable holiday paradise for Gulf residents, plagued by the heat. Perfect weather in the summer. It's raining. That cools the air and turns the mountains green. For months afterwards. This is the home of the frankincense tree. One of them stands on its own in the courtyard of the Incense Museum, where Fatma works. She runs the museum shop with her staff. They make bakhur, scent mixes for homes and wardrobes that can be found in every Arab household. Frankincense, musk, sandalwood, and a mix of essences. On glowing coals, the paste is transformed within seconds into a fragrant aroma.
Every family has its own recipes. We were given them by our grandmothers, and we passed them on to our daughters. The same's true for pottery and weaving too. These are traditionally women's jobs.
It's the hour of the camels in Rashid's nomad camp, and it's the hour of the photographers too. This is exactly how visitors imagine life in the desert. A picture book version of the Orient, and the Bedouin are happy.
The foreign tourists are very pleasant. The locals come with their jeeps and race up and down the dunes. They cause a lot of damage. And they leave their rubbish behind. The foreign visitors don't normally do that. They don't bother anyone.
Oman sees its future in velvet tourism. But everyone is personally responsible for the less than velvet experiences. Rashid swears the camels are saintly, just rather large.
Oh, bist du ein hohes Tier, meine Güte.
Women are more likely to take on this test of courage. Men don't have anything to prove after all, do they? And someone has to stay on the ground and take pictures.
Annie, alles gut? Ja, wenn man oben ist, ist die Luft besser.
Great fun, and apparently the air's better up there.
Mutter. Ja.
Even though he hires out his beloved creatures to strangers every day, Rashid doesn't seem entirely happy with the arrangement. Hopefully, they'll all come back to him in one piece. But the desert isn't just there for fun. The country owes its wealth to the treasures slumbering in the ground. 80% of state income in the Sultanate of Oman comes from oil and gas. And anyone wanting to look for new sources needs to understand the secrets of the dunes. For most, they may just look like piles of sand, but for experts, they're complicated compositions of soil, wind, and water. Mohammed from the Geological Society says they can make deductions about oil deposits depending on the dune architecture. Below these dunes are fossilized dunes, and below them is oil. And that's no dry theory. It's as exciting as a detective story, even here. It's just that the deed in question was done millions of years ago.
Since the easy oil in most parts of the world are actually or is actually already found, there is still the difficult oil to be found, and it becomes more challenging.
It's enough to flip the smaller dunes.
Oman's current oil and gas fields will be exhausted in around 10 years' time. A lot depends on whether geologists are able to decipher the dune secrets.
Okay. Cool. Right. What about
Speaking of secrets, in the harbor of Kasab, we finally see what we weren't meant to see. Sheep. Sheep and goats. Smuggled in from Iran. Forbidden goats, as it were. Furniture dealer Khalid is a goat baron in his second job. He sells the animals onto the Gulf states, mainly to Bahrain, where Iranian ships aren't allowed to dock for political reasons. But never mind politics. Goats and sheep from Iran are sought after. They taste good, says Khalid.
It's because of the food they get there. Nothing much grows here. Our goats are skinny. But in Iran, there's a lot more green, and that's good for them.
Along the picturesque coast of Salalah, in the far south of the country, the people are very conservative. The women only leave the house when shrouded fully in black. Fatma, the scent mixer, who's arranged to meet her nieces at the incense souk for market research, also wears a burqa. Nobody forces her to adhere to this dress code. There's no burqa requirement and no religious police. We feel comfortable in them, says the niece, who uses the burqa to catch the smoke and analyze the aroma. Fatma quickly identifies the perfume from Dubai with her sensitive nose.
It smells good. It's Al Emirat, right? I thought so.
The possible variations for Bakur mixes are endless, but they're all based on frankincense. 1 kilo of the precious resin costs around 40 euros. Haggling's also allowed. But how's that possible if they can't look each other in the face?
It's not a problem. Everyone's used to it. It's about the product, not the person. There's no insecurity or concern. On the contrary, as a veiled woman, you are respected.
Their mothers and grandmothers had a completely different experience. Fatma, like everyone in this country, knows who to thank for this progress.
In the past, women only worked in concealment and almost never went outside. There was no education for them either, but His Majesty, our Sultan, liberated women and helped them get their rights.
Sultan Qaboos is everywhere, at least his image is. In the shopping mall and the hotel, in every restaurant and every public office. Everyone says that everyone venerates him. Oh yes, the autocrat, as the darling of the people, thinks the skeptical Westerner. We know all about that from North Korea, but nobody here is forced into that opinion. The Sultan is a unique ruler, but now, at 74, he's not in the best of health anymore. Many are wondering what'll happen after him. The media-shy Sultan Qaboos sent his father into retirement in 1970 and transformed a backward poorhouse into an Arab showpiece with flawless roads, free health care, schools, air conditioning, and parking for the disabled. Everyone's still grateful to him for that. The Bedouin, the mountain tribes, and the residents in the capital alike. Muscat, an expansive city between gray rocks and the blue sea, which can be summed up in one word: clean. Guest workers from South Asia make sure of that every day. "3,000 people from India and Pakistan work every day to keep the capital free from the gunk, dirt, and cigarette packets. While another 1,000 helpers employed by the Office for Green Spaces plant flowers in every free corner and keep all the greenery in good shape. It's petunia season between October and March. The financial district's currently experimenting with underground rubbish containers. 27 are already in operation. If the concept stands the test of time, the whole capital will soon be equipped with them, promises Ahmed, the garbage collector-in-chief.
You can see this is from our higher policy of the country, and citizens from the beginning, they know that Muscat City is a clean city. So we have to keep it as it is, to be known all around the world that we are a clean city.
Mo is the most huggable, innocent creature on the face of the earth. He lives in a treehouse and loves going on adventures and meeting new friends. Join Mo and his friends on The Mo Show, Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. right here on CTV.
Pets on Ashburton. We're getting in the mood. Bring out the kibble, the grains, the nibbles. Don't forget the fish food.
We love to play with girls and boys. We have balls of wood
and scratching posts and just so many toys.
Having lots of fun means getting kind of scruffy.
So we can get back to being nice and fluffy.
I'd love to join your family, but it just depends. You could take me home or any one of my friends.
Are you struggling to keep your family entertained? Well, look no further. Plan a family holiday at Kaikoura Top 10 Holiday Park. Here you can enjoy a wide range of indoor and outdoor activities that will keep the whole family entertained for hours. With a wide range of accommodation options, Kaikoura Top 10 can cater to families of all sizes. The fun never stops at Kaikoura Top 10. Phone 0800 36 36 38 for your CTV deal.
Oh honey, remember our cruise?
The ship was huge.
There was an outdoor pool.
Mini golf with a lovely couple.
A full gym.
Not that you ever used it.
Look at that gorgeous food.
And the fantastic dining hall and nightlife.
All thanks to our lovely cruise master Mary at Just Cruising. 0800 500 550.
Even unwashed cars are forbidden in the desert state. Muscat makes do without showy high-rises, but not without high culture. No expense was spared for the new opera house. And especially not for the largest mosque in the country, which, like so many things in his realm, is named after Sultan Qaboos, who had it built. Islam is the state religion, but fanaticism is alien to the people of Oman. Muscat is unbelievably hot, up to 45 degrees in the summertime. It's muggy, too. The place is only bearable in air-conditioned rooms and in the eri dishdasha, the traditional garment. It's not just a comfortable robe, it's a complex work of art with a long history and fixed rules. The city's gentlemen order their dishdasha here at Musalam's, a master tailor in the 3rd generation. He thinks my getup is most unsuitable and urgently advises me to change outfits.
Not at all. I think we have to change this dress. Okay.
The material is spun polyester from Japan. It feels pleasant on the skin and doesn't crumple. Nothing's more embarrassing than a crumpled dishdasha. But isn't it a bit tight up top?
It's very, like for example, at your here, it's very tight. Doesn't it cut your...
No, actually it's tight. It gives also the elegant, the looks good. If it comes, not that tight and not that loose. Because if it's loose, you will have this one very loose as well. That's why if you can see this one, there's no any wrinkles. That's why our brand knows that, no wrinkles. And even the sides here, there is no wrinkles because we're using special machineries for this.
The color of the chest edging can be chosen freely, but it should match the formal headdress. That's not the case when it comes to the decoration.
So you do make changes?
We do make changes only for the culture. It is relating to the culture and to Oman. But we cannot bring something from different than the culture.
Like little soccer balls? Or...
No, that's totally is a variation.
The measurer sends my coordinates to the tailor shop online. 1,300 dishdasha are sewn there on average every day. This business, too, is staffed by Indians. There's no minimum wage for guest workers. No Omani would work for 10 hours a day, embroidering palm leaves for just 500 euros a month. They prefer to wait for their comfortable state jobs. They're well paid and crisis-proof, and it's a good way to avoid getting creases in one's dishdasha. There's a shortage of local workers on the sleek ferry in Kasab Harbor, which is still surrounded by Iranian smugglers' boats. Captain Nabir and his first officer come from Estonia. There are Ukrainians and Bulgarians working in the engine room, and the service staff is from Morocco. Oman is home to 4 million people. Almost half of them are temporary workers from overseas. And that's the case even though 15% of the locals are out of work. But most of them don't have the courage to seek a job in the private economy. They prefer to hope that Allah will soon make a good job in the public sector available to them. The Sultan would like to change that. There are ideas and programs, but things won't change overnight, says the captain. Those who leave Kasab will head along the fjords to the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow entrance to the Persian Gulf that's always filled with hundreds of oil tankers. But the captain takes the Gulf of Oman shortcut, the native waters of Sinbad the Sailor. It's a fairy tale that's to receive a sequel.
We can see the
Omani seafarers once sailed the seas between Africa and China. Now they're to do so again, just in a speedier, racier manner. The Sultan wants to give his realm an international reputation in sailing. It's an idea to occupy the youth of the country. 40% of Omanis are under the age of 15. They're to learn hard graft at sea. like these boys and girls who receive sailing lessons once a week alongside their regular classes. They're to develop self-confidence and the ability to work as a team. In the coming years, 70,000 children will, it's hoped, be able to perform at least a simple turn, says sailing instructor Basma. And it's learning for life, too. The intention is for them to take on responsibility, like Basma and her colleagues Ibtisam and Raya. They're sailing pros. They're known all over the country as athletes and role models for fitness, for lifestyle, and as examples of what women are capable of. There's no important regatta without them anymore. And they're to sail for medals in the 2020 Olympics. They're pioneers. A lot of what they do is a first for Arab women.
Wild Spirits covers the biggest, most extreme sports events across the planet. From surfing to base jumping, snowboarding to motocross, this series will sure to have you on the edge of your seat. Wild Spirits, CTV.
Hi, here's a great recipe and it only needs 3 ingredients. With just these right here, you can make delicious peanut butter cookies. It's the same with having a warm, comfortable, healthy home. There are 3 ingredients: insulation, ventilation, and heating. The first ingredient is insulation, to trap heat in. Insulate ceilings, walls, and floors, and stop drafts. The next ingredient, ventilation, is important to keep air fresh and dry. Use externally vented fans to remove moisture from kitchens, bathrooms, and laundries. Here's a tip. The simplest way to ventilate is to open your doors and windows for just a few minutes each day. Our third ingredient, heating. Efficient heaters use less energy, so it will cost you less to keep your home warm. Combining the 3 ingredients of insulation, ventilation, and heating together is a recipe for warmer, drier, healthier homes. And that's better for all of us. Perfect.
Don't get caught out. With the Super Mini Booster, the power is in your hands. As the smallest power pack in its class, the Super Mini Booster will get you back on track in no time. Trusted by leading professionals, the Super Mini Booster has all the power you need. Super Mini Booster, the power is in your hands.
Manufactured locally using high-quality material that is made to endure. Rain or shine, enjoy your outdoor area and add value to your property. Watermelon Shade do on-site visits to give you the best options for your property, and they install it all for you. Keep your family protected against the harmful effects of UV, such as melanoma. Watermelon Shade, keeping you covered whatever the weather. 0800 1 Shade.
Drive It showcases the new arrivals to the motoring world, comparing and testing the latest models to discover which one is the best. Drive It, Sunday afternoons at 2:30, only on CTV.
27-year-old Raya, for example, was the first Arab woman nominated for the title Best Female World Sailor of the Year, which is something like the Oscar of the sailing community. She wants to be the first Arab woman to circumnavigate the world.
When the kids are coming and see us and ask us how it's look like to be a woman in the boat, they just have a really person in life talking to them through the experience. So that's making that we can do it as well. So we have proof that we are Muslim, we are wearing hijab, and we are sailing. So this is very good proof to others women that nothing can stop us.
Things like that inspire Omani women. Next door in Saudi Arabia, women aren't even allowed to drive a car. But even the men in this barren country are discovering their pioneering spirit. Even in the dustiest corners, there are, unexpectedly, people with high-flying dreams. Many still think we're crazy, say the amateur pilots of the first Omani Model Plane Club. Investing money, time, and effort into a hobby? That's never been done in this country before. And yet, the club's membership has grown six-fold in just 2 years. Everyone's curious. Thousands of visitors attend their air shows, says pilot Az Khalid.
We have been invited by many college and schools and around and ministry as well in all Oman, from Musandam to Salalah, to make air show.
An enthusiasm for technology, nurturing talent, and teamwork. Those are the new virtues on which Oman wants to build its future. Anyone wanting to get away from oil will need imagination and the courage to take risks, and they'll need dreams. On the water, in the air, and if nothing else is possible, then even in the terraced home. Salma and Aisha have transformed their home into a chocolate factory. The sisters had good jobs, one at a bank, the other at a university. But they weren't satisfied with that. They wanted to do something with chocolate. They love chocolate. Five years ago, they started learning everything they could about it. They attended courses in Italy and Belgium and bought machines. Now they have 5 Filipino employees, supplying almost a ton of chocolate to the people every month. Have they seen the film Chocolat?
Oh, yeah, this is what push us to make the chocolate.
What do you think about that?
It was amazing.
Inspired, you know. Yeah.
It inspired you? Really?
Of course, yeah. Yeah. It's not only to make the chocolate, but the way she fights for her rights and
for what she wants.
For what she wants. This is what inspires us a lot.
At the moment, everything has to be wrapped by hand, but they're already looking for the right machines. Salma's fine chocolates are popular at company parties and family celebrations. The country's best-known hotel feeds them to its guests. The two sisters have long since set up their own chocolate shop in the air-conditioned shopping mall. They don't worry about competition from the Western chocolate makers. Their products are unique and refined with Omani seasonings and ingredients. With rose water and dates, with saffron, and even incense. They have big plans.
We want our customer or people to taste Oman. It's not just to taste our chocolate. So we are planning, and hopefully, inshallah, within 5 years, our chocolate will be somewhere in Europe, everywhere out of the Sultanate. So to tell people the story about Oman.
Their optimism is infectious. But I repeat, in neighboring Saudi Arabia, women aren't even allowed to drive. It's a 2-hour drive from Muscat to Nizwa, at the heart of Oman, in the shadow of Jebel Agdar, the Green Mountain. A new era has begun here too, in the oases with their ancient fortifications. Above the slopes and gorges onto which houses and terraced fields cling, the summits rise to as much as 3,000 meters. Right at the top, there's now a luxury hotel, a recent addition. It won't be long before James Bond spends the night here. There are plenty of options for adventure here. The mountain residents still consider their new villages luxury. There's Yasser, for example, who only rarely checks in at his father's house. His old village lies abandoned down the slope. It's decaying. Although he's proud of it, Yasser doesn't want to show us his new home. Strangers in his house? With a camera? That's too much for him and many other Arabs. But Yasser's happy to take us to his garden in the valley. He's currently harvesting pomegranates. He's 60 and works as a guard in Nizwa. Before that, he was an army mechanic. And before that, he lived in the old village. But in 1985, the government offered cheap loans for a move. Everyone gratefully accepted.
In the old village, we had to do everything on foot. We had to carry everything up the mountain. We had donkeys for the heavy loads. The women brought up the water from the valley. In jugs they carried on their heads. Our main food source was dates. Life really was very tough.
To this day, Yasser's thankful to the Sultan that he was able to move out of this cramped, dark house, and that his 6 sons have found good jobs in the public sector. 3 of them are in the army. 3 are teachers. Things could hardly work out better. Tourists often walk through the old village and find it picturesque. But those who had to live here don't necessarily agree.
My soul will stay living here, with the souls of my ancestors.
But it's good these times are over. Over in the capital, it's Thursday afternoon at last, and the hotel manager Sebastian has had an exhausting week. Tomorrow, Friday, is the weekend in the Islamic world. Sebastian, who was born in Strasbourg, wants to get out of his smart clothes into something completely different. Sebastian chairs a very special club.
All the rooms are okay, clean, etc. Yeah, we have 2 faces. And usually when people, they meet me the first time with the suit, and after that they see me on Friday, there are some times where they don't recognize us.
Kickoff is pure football heaven, featuring all the games, the goals, the interviews and the stats. Kickoff, Sunday at 1:30 p.m, right here on CTV.
Undergone home renovations? Looking for that special something to complete a room? Look no further than the Hitching Post. Their extensive range ensures you can find that special something. From plasma cut metalwork, to candles, artwork, weather vanes, or even a customised gate. So come on down to the Hitching Post, 722 Marshland Road.
Everything good about gardening, you'll find at the Portstone Garden Centre.
Acorn Models, the ultimate model shop. Roll on down Canterbury, Acorn Models, on the Morehouse end of Manchester Street.
Getting old is hard, but finding more mobility has made such a difference.
And now you can find more mobility at their bigger location on 113 Blenheim Road, just around the corner from their old store. With a much larger site, you'll now have more room to move around when looking at their excellent new stock, including more furniture, more bedding and more living aids, giving you the opportunity to have more mobility. More mobility at their new location on 113 Blenheim Road.
Al Jazeera News. International news right off the satellite, bringing you up-to-the-minute coverage of world events. Al Jazeera News. Weekday mornings at 6 o'clock. Right here on CTV.
They're doctors, engineers, teachers, and managers like Sebastian.
After the road, we will stop for a water stop for everyone.
But when they meet in the coffee shop on Friday mornings, they become quite wild and noisy. One could think this country had been set up for their needs specifically. High-quality tracks, constant sunshine, and a landscape as if from a fantasy novel. And even the police turn a blind eye.
Here, the police are our friends. In Australia, they're not our friends, and they're out to make money for the government.
They head out into the hinterland for the morning until the cooling head wind can't keep the afternoon heat at bay anymore. Then they find a cozy, quiet spot for a refreshing drink and have a stimulating time talking shop.
The roads are quite good here in Oman, and you can go through a mountain and then you go down again to the beach. And then you stop in beautiful places, you mix with locals. You have seen quite a lot of goats, donkeys, etc. So it's still a wild place.
No, most just smile. It's unusual for them to see women on bikes. So they just stop and they take a take and want to take photos.
But even men on motorbikes are still considered exotic by many in this country of fuel-guzzling 4x4s, where a liter of petrol costs 25 cents. Many Omanis haven't yet joined the two-wheel club. Once off the roads, there's a better way to get ahead anyway. We're in the vicinity of Salalah again, instilling fear and terror in the young camels, because we've invited ourselves to attend the preliminary round of the National Camel Milking Championships. It's a tough discipline because camels only allow themselves to be milked after the calves have had their fill. And even then, they still find the process unpleasant and show it too. Master Milker Mohammed, who's also a judge in this competition, says the milk is full of vitamins and healthy.
Usually the animals don't make such a fuss, but this one has a very young calf, and the mother's not really used to so many strangers.
The pale camels are known for their speed and endurance. They don't give much milk, only 7 liters in this case. The owner has no chance of a cup. The black camels, which only exist here, could easily produce 4 times as much. The record is 38 liters. Camel races, beauty competitions, and now camel milking. The Omani authorities want to keep traditions alive, especially now when things are changing rapidly, when so many tourists and new ideas are coming to the country. Sheikh Al-Hajri doesn't want their culture to be lost.
These competitions give the camel owners reason to continue breeding camels and producing better and better animals. Without these competitions, there would be far fewer camels in the country.
The milk bar is now closed, and the young are disappointed, but it's all for a good cause. Even though it's not quite full, no young camel in this country need fear it's not loved anymore. And so, another day comes to an end in the Sultanate. On the beach of the capital, and high up above the dramatic gorges of the Green Mountain. I still have a late appointment with Musalam. My tailor-made suit is finished.
Hello. Thank you.
In the far north, in the Norway of Arabia, furniture dealer Khalid has invited his business friends for a feast. Goat and mutton from the green hills of Iran, cooked slowly in an herb stock and served with rice, a delicacy. The German guests in the nomad camp in the Shakira Sands are also enjoying a special experience. They've been driven in jeeps up to the ridge of the dunes to watch the sunset.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm Peter.
Hello.
Rashid's cousins see to the catering. There's coffee, prepared in the Bedouin fashion, without a coffee maker.
Sit and relax. And the life cannot be better. We made it.
Ja, da hinten. Guck, die Sonne ist schon ziemlich weit unten. Da hinten steht ein Auto, ja.
Rashid knows how to create the impression as if the campfire idyll was a normal Bedouin evening in the desert. And we just want to believe him. There's a beautiful photo opportunity. It helps us, and maybe him too, to keep alive the longing for an intact world. We just don't want to let go of our desert dreams.
So you say everything's gonna be alright now, but how do you really know? And I know everything's gonna be alright now, 'cause that's the seed I sow. Whoa. And the universe told me that's how I think I know.
Stress on my left, gotta handle with finesse and no stress would be best. Yeah,
masters or just with the best. In which case I'll replace baby girl with the next child. I never gave up on you, you never gave up on me. But time turned tricks and did no favors to we. Yeah, the time we tied, tried to blind our eyes, but they'll never catch us cause we acclimatized. No, our demise is not finalized cause the sign is not through, the time is right. So you say everything's gonna be alright now, but how do you really know? And I know everything's gonna be alright now, cause that's the seed I sow. And the universe told me that's how I think I know. So you say everything's gonna be alright now, and that's how I know. I'm falling in love with the birds and bees. I got nothing but hugs for the herbs and trees. Somebody told me everything is gonna be copacetic if you let it be. Kinetic energy is ready to be unstoppable, unbeatable, undefinable, like sunshine. I pulled, looked into the future and I saw a sign that said, don't stop, get it, you'll be fine. So when I tell you everything will be cake up high, I know cause the universe told me I. So you say everything's gonna be alright now, but how do you really know? Don't stop, get it, you'll be fine. And I know everything's gonna be alright now, cause that's the seed I sow. Don't stop, get it, you'll be fine. And the universe told me that's how I think I know. Don't stop, don't stop. So you say everything's gonna be alright now, and that's how I know. Don't stop, get it, you'll be fine. Frustrated with the sound of my voice because I'm a Kiwi, trying to make it rapping internationally. So I say for you. And then she was the girl in the picture, the one that you always wanted. And then she hit on you, you were steady with her. And then she made you feel so low, but you gave her love, conditional love. And then she made you feel yo-yo. Yeah, you wanted to take this life to heart, sing about it at this show. Don't stop, get it, you'll be fine. Don't stop, get it, you'll be fine. Don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, get it, you'll be fine.
Make sure you join us on Canterbury Live Monday and Wednesday from 10 to 11. It's all about Canterbury and you.
This is James. He's renting out his property through First Avenue. And this is also James. He's using someone else. With First Avenue, James has an action plan tailor-made to his needs. The team is always available to make sure everything is running smoothly. First Avenue are about finding the right people for your property. They know the secret is to keep both tenants and homeowners happy. They understand they're dealing with your most important asset. Don't be like that, James. First Avenue Property, where you come first.
Guess what?
What?
I'm pregnant.
You poor thing. Compression socks. Let's go.
A new baby on the way means your body goes through some big changes. Wearing compression socks protects your precious leg veins from being damaged as early as the first 4 weeks of pregnancy. Our qualified staff can make the process a breeze. Don't wait until the damage has been done. Call for an appointment today at Stay Well Pharmacy. Stay Well Pharmacy. Live well, stay well.
Okay, we're on the health buzz this week. What to blend? I know, I'll pop down to Raywood Fresh. I'll start with a coconut water base. Choose some nice, healthy looking leafy greens. Then pick some fresh pineapple and grapefruit. And get some ginger for its anti-flame properties. Blend it and serve. The way shopping should be, hassle-free and healthy.
Euromax, Lifestyle Europe. And here's your host, Megan Lee.
Hi there, and welcome to the show. Coming to you from the heart of Berlin. From homemade to homegrown to homeland, we've got a mixed bag of culture news for you. Here's a look at what's coming up. Blaze of color. Holland's Keukenhof Gardens pay tribute to Vincent van Gogh. Sacred spaces. New uses for old churches in Italy. And Boulevard Stroll. We visit Barcelona's bustling La Rambla.